One there, one next door. Refill station, vapes there.
The high street is changing.
2 up there on that side, 2 selling vapes, selling them there.
One type of shop is becoming more and more commonplace.
I think we're counting at least 20 outlets selling vapes. There's good money to be made in selling vapes.
Yeah, it's good money to be made, yeah, definitely.
There should be a robust licensing system, the same way there would be if you wanted to sell alcohol.
There's nothing in these shops for them to shop in apart from vape shops.
The only way to get rid of these is to replace them with something else.
We're following the vapour trail to the corner of Scotland at the centre of this surge. An area of stunning natural beauty, but also economic hardship. This is the part of Scotland with the highest concentration of vape shops per 1,000 residents. This is Greenock, on the west coast of Scotland's central belt.
Greenock, per person, has the most vape shops in Scotland.
Is that right? I can't believe that. That's unbelievable.
Surprise you?
No, not really, no.
Is there a lot?
Yes. Yeah. If you walk down that street there must be 7 in the first 150 yards.
Greenock's got a really proud history. It was famous for shipbuilding in more recent years. It was involved in electronics, manufacturing, but it's facing harder times now. In fact, statistically speaking, this is the most deprived part of Scotland.
Our town's just wasted now.
Really?
Aye.
You sound quite down about it.
It is, because as I say, it used to be a good town. You just don't get a lot of people shopping in here because there's nothing in these shops for them to shop in apart from vape shops, second-hand clothes shops, and that's about it.
If it wasn't for vape shops opening, what kind of shops would open? You know, because look at how many shops are just sitting empty.
Look, right, they come in and they've all got these stickers on them.
Shug stops us to show us his particular bugbear about vapes.
They peel them off and stick them all over the bins.
So these are all from vapes?
That's all from vapes. Disgusting.
Do you know this part of Greenock has the highest concentration per person? It's got the highest concentration of vape shops in Scotland.
Well, see what happened to the one in Glasgow. If I had a vape shop, I'd be concerned.
There's a massive fire happening in the middle of Glasgow.
Glasgow Central Station remains closed this morning after a serious fire broke out.
Earlier this year, a huge fire started in a vape shop in Glasgow. Part of a Victorian building next to the Central railway station collapsed. Like Greenock, this is an area where there's a high concentration of vape retailers. The cause of the fire is still being investigated, but it's prompted discussions about the prevalence and safety of these outlets. So why are more shops selling vapes? We spent the day trying to interview shop owners in Greenock.
You not wanting to do it, or no? Is it your shop, this one? No, it's not your shop, right?
None were willing to go on camera until we spotted this place, just off the main high street.
And we're just wondering if we could have a quick chat with you about that? Yeah, is that okay?
Lights and Gifts was a hardware shop until Sophie Salim decided to diversify.
There was a trend a couple of years ago, the trend started, and then just slowly we just had like one small shelf. And they were just basically in that corner there. And then it branched out to here, then we got this bit.
Obviously this shop, was it originally a hardware shop then, or?
Completely hardware.
Completely hardware?
Yeah, like ironmongery, you know, like tools and stuff like that. And then slowly, like I said, we just started the vapes slowly and just built up from there.
And is that where most of your custom is now?
I would say like 60%.
60% of your customers are here for vapes?
Yeah, come for the vapes.
That's quite a change from a hardware shop.
Yeah, because before you used to be like nails and like tools, like kettles and stuff like that. But now that you can get online, you know what I mean, Amazon. But people want to see the vapes, not try them, but you know what I mean, see, like, feel them.
Right on cue, a satisfied customer.
Yep. Aye.
What are you going for?
I'm going to go with
that. Berry medley.
Berry medley.
Hello. So you restocking this a lot?
Restocking all the time. Stock in the bag and stock, like, you go cash guy every day kind of thing, innit?
Part of the appeal for Sophie are the more relaxed rules around selling vapes compared to cigarettes.
Like with cigarettes, it's all the same. They all look the same, innit?
Yeah.
Just the writing on it, that's it. But see, this, like, it's attraction, is customers talking as well.
So it's the packaging is quite
Packaging,
attractive, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of the names are quite... Blue Ras Gumby.
It's gummy bear. GB stands for gummy bear.
Ah, right.
I don't know the exact figures, but there's good markup.
So there's good money to be made in
Yeah,
selling vapes.
it's good money to be made, yeah, definitely.
And what do you say to someone who says, like, we've spoken to a few folk on the high street and stuff who've said they think there's too many shops selling vapes around here. What do you say to them?
I personally, I would say that as well. There are, like, I think there should be some kind of restrictions.
Do you think there's too many shops selling vapes in Greenock?
Greenock, yeah, I think there are. Like, but if they are selling, then like, you would keep them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody is asking for like some kind of product and they are selling in your shop, then you would keep it.
Vapes are profitable. As of 2022, there was an average 37 pence profit per pound compared to 8.5 pence for tobacco. And that may explain why more retailers are turning to them. Edinburgh University research has revealed that between 2020 and 2024, around 1,500 more retailers in Scotland started selling them, a 28% increase. 3 times as many opened in Scotland's most deprived communities compared to the wealthiest. We headed east to Edinburgh to speak with the academic behind these findings.
My name is Jamie Pearce and I'm Professor of Health Geography here at the University of Edinburgh.
Are there many health geographists, or is this quite a...
Well, we're...
Geographers, sorry.
We meet every other year and there's about 400 of us turn up every year to
Okay,
international conference. A few of us around. Lower income areas of Scotland, we seem to be getting more and more retailers selling vape products. And although that's been the case across Scotland, it's been disproportionately high in more disadvantaged areas of the country.
Can we say what's behind the growth being concentrated in areas of deprivation? Can we explain that?
So I think the reasons for that are that firstly, that there are higher levels of vape, there are more people vaping in more disadvantaged areas. There's probably a greater opportunity for retailers in those areas to make greater profits from those products.
And do we know what this might do for health inequalities? Can we say at this point how problematic the concentration of these shops in more deprived areas could ultimately end up being?
So I think it's quite a complex story. So if you're a smoker and you consume tobacco, it's really good news if you switch over to vape products. On the other hand, those people who do not consume tobacco but take up vaping, we don't really understand the long-term health implications of that, particularly amongst children and adolescents.
Professor Pearce says a licensing scheme similar to alcohol could have positive health benefits. That could limit the concentration of vape retailers within a certain area. We've come to Kilmarnock in Ayrshire. It's around an hour's drive south of Greenock, but the high street tells a similar story.
Hi Richard. David.
We're meeting with VPZ. They have 200 shops across the UK and want to see a licensing regime.
It would change the accessibility, it would change the potential, these being sold everywhere. You know, they should be sold in registered specialist vape retailers.
You see now hardware shops, you see convenience stores, you see maybe even like hairdressers. What do you make of that when you see these kind of shops selling these sort of products?
Why? Why are we selling the products? Like, why they would never get away with selling alcohol, so why are vapes allowed to be sold everywhere? We need to make sure the youth access is not there. You know, like we need to have proper measures in place to stop.
Do you think that's a big problem, people underage buying them?
Absolutely.
Richard is also concerned about the quality of products, and he doesn't think the ban on disposable vapes in Scotland, which came into force last year, has changed anything.
So before we came in, I popped into a shop and bought this, £5 from a shop selling vapes. Talk me through that. What sort of product's that?
So this is a refillable or reusable disposable, if you will.
Right.
So it has a pod with liquid inside, and it has a charging port. So what people are doing is, instead of the kind of faffing about buying new pods at the same sort of price as the device overall, they're just treating it as disposable.
Do you think the manufacturers know that's how people are
100%. 100%. It's a loophole. There's no way to know the quality of the product. There's no way to know the quality of the battery. There's no way to know the quality of the liquid that's inside the product.
And where does the liquid come from?
So it's all comes from China. It'll be manufactured and exported from China.
And then just anyone can sell that as long as you're registered. There's no licensing scheme in Scotland. Just anyone can bulk buy these.
If you go buy a product for £4 and you sell it for a tenner, if you do that 100 times, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if you do that 1,000 times, and that's why it's a cash cow.
Back to the streets of Greenock. Let's talk about potential future areas like this could have. Kevin Green works with big businesses to link them up with community projects. He says if you want fewer vape shops, do something about it.
I don't like vape shops. I mean, it's almost like we don't like vape shops. I don't like the bookies. I don't like this. I don't like that. Open a shop. The only way to get rid of these is to replace them with something else. De-risk it for local people to open local shops and to make those alternatives to vape shops a viable option.
And how do you de-risk it? What's a simple way that could realistically happen?
We need a policy that says we've got vacant shops lying empty for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Have it for 6 months, have it for 12 months. Test out different ways of reinventing the high street. Test out your ideas.
And that's just a lower risk option. You get an empty unit like these ones over here, you don't pay rent for a while, give it a go running a business.
100%.
Legislation recently passed at Westminster may well result in the tightening up of the rules around vaping. There's an ongoing discussion about how politicians in Scotland address the phenomenon. And are we near saturation point, where there aren't enough people vaping for more shops to keep opening? Perhaps. But look across Scotland, we're not there yet. As these outlets grow, so do the voices sounding the alarm about what this could mean for health, inequality and our towns and cities.